New Orleans is a very important place in my life, and I've been going there for decades. When I'm in New Orleans, I feel both blessed and cursed.
Have you ever wondered why some actors make such unusual purchases? You might think celebrities only invest in extravagant or practical properties, but that's not always the case. Nicolas Cage, known for his eccentric personality, took things to another level when he bought a haunted mansion in New Orleans for $3.5 million. It wasn't just another real estate purchase. He dove headfirst into the dark history of one of America's most haunted cities. In this video, we'll explore whether this was just another of Cage's bizarre moves or if something more sinister was going on. Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan, renowned for his legacy in basketball, owns an expansive mansion located in the affluent area of Highland Park, Illinois. This property is extraordinary not just for its size, but for its array of personalized amenities that echo Jordan's illustrious career. The mansion itself sprawls over 56,000 square feet and has been on the market since 2012. But what hidden reason has kept this legendary home unsold for over a decade? Stay tuned as we uncover the shocking truth behind this elusive mansion sale. Initially listed at $29 million, the estate's price has seen multiple reductions over the years. Despite these adjustments, it remains unsold, a testament to the niche appeal of such a customized property. The estate features a regulation-sized basketball court, a clear nod to Jordan's athletic prowess and his iconic number 23, which is famously displayed on the estate's gates, enhancing its unique character. The mansion's extensive layout includes 9 bedrooms, 15 bathrooms, and a garage that can house up to 14 cars, showcasing the vastness and luxury the property offers. For entertainment, the estate is equipped with a state-of-the-art home theater, a fully equipped gym, and an expansive wine cellar, catering to a wide range of leisure activities. One might wonder why such a spectacular home has not found a buyer. The answer largely lies in its highly personalized aspects, such as the basketball court and other sports-themed features, which may not appeal to the typical homebuyer. The potential necessity for renovations to repurpose these personalized spaces into more universally appealing areas could be daunting and expensive, deterring prospective buyers. Moreover, the upkeep of such a massive property can be prohibitively costly, and the local real estate market may not support the resale of such a uniquely luxurious estate at a desirable price. These factors combine to create a challenging selling proposition, leaving this magnificent mansion waiting for just the right buyer who appreciates the legacy and the luxuries it embodies. Celine Dion. Celine Dion's mansion in Jupiter Island, Florida, stands as a beacon of lavishness and unique design. Known as a water park mansion due to its elaborate aquatic facilities, this property was listed for $72 million in 2013, but has struggled to attract a buyer who sees value in its distinctive features. The estate's water amenities include 2 large water slides, a lazy river that meanders around the property, and several swimming pools, including a pool with fire pits strategically placed around it for an enchanting evening atmosphere. These features make the mansion more akin to a private resort than a typical family home, tailored specifically to those who enjoy extravagant entertaining and leisure. In addition to its water features, the mansion boasts a tennis court, a golf simulator, and a sumptuous spa area, pushing the boundaries of private home amenities. The interiors are equally impressive, with a custom-built ballroom, multiple guest suites, and an expansive kitchen equipped to cater to large gatherings. Despite its grandeur and the luxurious lifestyle it offers, the mansion's overly personalized features and the high maintenance costs associated with its amenities have limited its marketability. After languishing on the market for 4 years, it finally sold for nearly half its asking price in 2017. The sale underscores the niche appeal of such customized properties and the limited audience for homes that double as amusement parks. 50 Cent. The story of 50 Cent's mansion in Farmington, Connecticut, is a tale of real estate ambition clashing with market realities. Originally listed for $18.5 million, this mansion embodies the extravagance associated with celebrity lifestyles, but has faced significant challenges in finding a buyer. This 21-bedroom mansion is not just a home, it's a compound. It features an indoor nightclub, an indoor basketball court, and a substantial home theater. The grounds include a substantial pool equipped with a grotto and waterfall, an outdoor kitchen, and a helicopter pad, indicating the level of luxury that 50 Cent incorporated into his residence. However, after the rapper filed for bankruptcy, the asking price for the mansion plummeted to $5.995 million, a drastic reduction that reflects both personal financial struggles and the broader difficulties of selling such a specialized property. The mansion's scale and the lifestyle it caters to, a blend of opulent entertainment and privacy, are not easily matched to the typical homebuyer's needs or desires. Moreover, the cost of maintaining a property of this magnitude, with its myriad of high-end amenities and large grounds, is considerable. The ongoing expenses for upkeep, combined with the initial outlay for purchase, present a significant barrier to sale. Despite its many luxurious features and celebrity history, the mansion's appeal is limited to a very specific buyer, one who seeks the grandeur of celebrity-style living and is willing to invest in maintaining such a lifestyle. Nicolas Cage. Nicolas Cage's story with his eerie mansion is much more than a simple tale of buying a property. It's about the risky draw of power and a ceaseless quest for a legacy. It's about a man potentially haunted, not by spirits, but by his own unyielding inner struggles. This story unfolds into a saga of luxury turning disastrous, of wealth transforming into collapse, and how even a well-known celebrity can be overwhelmed by powers they cannot control. To really grasp the significance of Cage's acquisition, it's essential to explore the mansion itself, the notorious LaLaurie Mansion. Nestled in the vibrant French Quarter, this estate isn't merely a lavish property. It's drenched in a ghastly history that could unsettle even the toughest horror enthusiast. Constructed in 1832, the mansion was the residence of Delphine LaLaurie, a prominent social figure who, in private, was a cruel tormentor. Horrifying stories tell of LaLaurie's brutal treatment of her slaves, chaining them, mutilating them, and performing twisted medical tests. In 1834, a fire exposed the chilling hidden things LaLaurie kept. The fire brigade discovered mutilated bodies in her attic, some barely alive. This incident shook New Orleans to its core, and LaLaurie escaped, leaving a legacy of fear lingering over the city. Because of its gruesome past, the LaLaurie Mansion is known as one of the most ghost-ridden spots in America. Tourists and thrill-seekers visit, hoping to spot specters or hear the pained cries of those destroyed by its history. When Nicolas Cage bought the mansion in 2007, it was seen as more than just an investment. It appeared as a bold and somewhat morbid statement. Nicolas Cage is far from a typical film star. His interest in the eerie, the odd, and the mystical has been a hallmark of his career. Cage has spoken about his fascination with the supernatural, even joking once about being a vampire previously. His passion for life's darker aspects shows in his movie roles and his personal choices, like owning a pyramid-shaped tomb in New Orleans' St. Louis Cemetery No. 1, another controversial act in a city deeply tied to themes of death and the afterlife. His choice to buy the LaLaurie Mansion wasn't merely a celebrity purchasing a spooky house as a gimmick. It was a profound gesture, displaying his fixation with legacy, death, and history. Cage aimed to do more than maintain his status as a Hollywood icon. He sought to connect with a notably tragic and eerie piece of American history, perhaps to enhance his own story. But what truly drew Cage to the mansion? Was it just its past, or was there something more, perhaps more sinister at play? Some speculate that the mansion itself beckoned to Cage, enticing him with its dark history and offering him power, or a bizarre form of everlasting notoriety. However, just as the mansion brought ruin to Delphine LaLaurie, it seemed to cast a shadow over Cage's life. Soon after acquiring the mansion, Cage's life seemed to crumble. Strangely, just 2 years post-purchase, he faced financial ruin, with foreclosure looming over the haunted property among others. His once vast and impressive fortune dwindled, echoing the expansive reach of his acting career, but now in decline. It was as though the mansion's curse had clung to him, sapping his wealth and luck. But Cage's troubles weren't limited to money. His personal life began to disintegrate. He faced divorce, engaged in erratic actions, and found himself frequently in the media for all the wrong reasons. Whispers circulated that the dark forces of the LaLaurie Mansion had ensnared him, dragging him into a downward spiral that seemed inescapable. Could it be that Cage had not fully grasped the intense negative energy of the mansion? In his search for a piece of haunting history, had he accidentally welcomed unexplainable forces into his life? The timing of his financial troubles and the increasing disorder in his personal life appeared too synchronized to ignore for many. Some believed that the spirits of the LaLaurie Mansion had latched onto Cage, draining his energy and pushing him towards madness. Cage sought everlasting fame, but instead he stumbled upon a curse. New Orleans is a place deeply connected with its spectral past. The city embraces its history, blending the lives of the present with the echoes of those long gone in a unique dance of remembrance and respect. By buying the LaLaurie Mansion, Cage had jarred this delicate balance, and it seemed the city took note. Even after the foreclosure, Cage never actually lived in the mansion, yet his link to it persisted. The building became a symbol of his decline, a tangible example of his extravagant spending and his infatuation with all things dark and strange. Residents of New Orleans, fiercely protective of their city's ghostly lore, had mixed feelings about Cage's interaction with the mansion. Some criticized his foray as another case of a Hollywood elite dabbling irresponsibly in matters they failed to respect. Others, however, found the unfolding events captivating, viewing Cage's misfortune as a fitting culmination of his dealings with the darker side. Since then, the LaLaurie Mansion has changed hands, but its infamous reputation endures. Paranormal enthusiasts continue to visit, drawn by tales of eerie sightings and uncanny events. However, the mansion is forever entwined with Cage's misadventure, an odd footnote in both the actor's career and the property's chilling history. Cage's financial ruin was not solely about the LaLaurie Mansion, though. It was the result of long-term lavish spending. At one point, Cage boasted ownership of 15 houses, a collection of high-end cars, and even a private island in the Bahamas. He spent on dinosaur fossils, rare comic books, and other unique collectibles, demonstrating his unquenchable thirst for the extraordinary. Yet it was the acquisition of the LaLaurie Mansion that seemed to signal a shift from mere extravagance to outright disaster. Steve Cohen. Steve Cohen is a name well known in the world of finance, recognized as a billionaire hedge fund manager. His financial acumen, however, did not seem to translate into a quick sale when it came to his Manhattan duplex penthouse. Initially listed at an eye-watering $115 million, this property tells a vivid story of luxury, market dynamics, and the challenges that even the wealthiest can face in real estate. The penthouse in question is not just any property. It's a sprawling, top-tier residence located in one of the most prestigious areas of Manhattan. With panoramic views of the city, high-end finishes, and expansive living spaces, it represents the pinnacle of luxury living. However, despite these enticing features, the property lingered on the market for an extraordinary 8 years. This prolonged period is quite unusual in real estate, especially in a bustling market like Manhattan. The initial price tag of $115 million was undeniably steep, aiming for a niche market of ultra-wealthy buyers. However, the challenges did not stop at the price. The luxury real estate market in Manhattan experienced significant slowdowns during this period, affected by economic fluctuations, changes in tax laws, and shifts in buyer preferences. High-value properties across the city saw reduced demand as potential buyers became more cautious and selective. As years passed, it became clear that adjustments were necessary. The price was eventually slashed significantly, dropping to $29.5 million, a reduction that speaks volumes about the changing dynamics and the need to adapt to market conditions. This dramatic price cut finally led to a sale, but at a fraction of the original asking price, highlighting the volatility and unpredictability of the luxury real estate market. Matt Lowour. Matt Lowour, once a celebrated actor, ventured into real estate with his Hamptons estate, which he listed in 2016 for nearly $18 million. Situated in a prime location and sprawling over 25 acres, this property seemed poised to attract quick interest. However, the ensuing years have told a different story, one that intertwines celebrity status with real estate desirability. The Hamptons, known for their luxury and exclusivity, are a favored retreat for the rich and famous. Properties in this area are highly sought after, offering privacy, space, and a kind of rural chic that is rare so close to the urban centers of New York City. Lowour's estate, with its generous acreage and impressive amenities, fits perfectly into the high-end market segment typical of the area. yet it remains unsold, challenging the assumption that location and size alone dictate a property's appeal. This lack of sale raises questions about the impact of a celebrity's personal life on their professional and financial endeavors. Following his personal controversies, Lowour's public image suffered dramatically. The public scrutiny has been intense, and it appears to have spilled over into his real estate dealings. Potential buyers, aware of the property's connection to a controversial figure, may be hesitating, fearing that the association could affect the property's value or their own social standing. Moreover, the real estate market is not immune to broader societal shifts. In recent years, there has been a noticeable trend where buyers are increasingly mindful of the ethical and reputational implications of their investments. Properties associated with negative publicity can linger on the market, as buyers and investors avoid potential stigma associated with their purchases. Tommy Hilfiger, a well-known fashion designer, has faced a tough challenge selling his penthouse in the Plaza Hotel, New York. Despite its outstanding location and breathtaking views of Central Park, this home hasn't found a new owner yet. Initially priced at $80 million, the cost was later reduced to $50 million. But still, no buyers have stepped forward. The penthouse itself is a piece of art, combining luxurious living with historical charm. It sits in one of the most famous hotels in the world, known for its grand architecture and deep history. Inside, the home offers spacious rooms that overlook one of the most iconic parks globally, Central Park. This setting is usually a key selling point, yet it seems not enough to close the deal. Why has such a desirable home remained unsold? The reasons could be several. First, the initial high price tag of $80 million might have set the expectations too high, even for the wealthy potential buyers. Even after reducing the price to $50 million, it's possible the market had already overlooked it. Additionally, selling a co-op unit in New York City comes with its challenges. Co-op units involve approval processes and regulations that can turn off some buyers who seek more straightforward purchases. Alan Wittig, known entrepreneur and a real-life inspiration for a character in The Wolf of Wall Street, has found it tough to sell his townhouse in Tribeca, New York. This property, a 7-story townhouse with features like a private garage and a rooftop terrace, was initially listed for $44 million. Over time, despite various price cuts, it still hasn't sold. The prolonged period on the market for such a property might reflect broader trends in the real estate market, especially in high-end sectors where buyers are fewer and very particular about their needs. Economic conditions, changes in lifestyle preferences, and the appeal of other emerging neighborhoods can also influence the sale of luxury properties in established areas like Tribeca. This townhouse isn't just any property, it's a statement of luxury and exclusivity. The private garage is a rarity in New York City, offering convenience and privacy. The rooftop terrace provides a private escape with views of the cityscape, an ideal spot for relaxation or entertaining guests. Inside, every floor is designed with precision and luxury in mind, catering to the most discerning tastes. The inclusion of a private elevator and a state-of-the-art security system adds to the exclusivity and modernity of the residence, appealing to those who seek both luxury and practicality. However, its unique characteristics also limit its market. The high initial price and the property's niche appeal could be why it hasn't attracted a buyer. In a city filled with luxury properties, standing out requires more than just high-end amenities. It requires hitting the right market at the right time. Additionally, the property's specific style and architecture, which reflect Wittig's personal tastes, might not resonate with every potential buyer, further complicating the sales process. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. For more interesting videos, don't miss watching the next video that pops up on your screen now.